This is Knowles Farm. For me, one of the most interesting sites on the Isle of Wight, full of active landslips, and within those landslips, loads and loads of wildlife. Let's take a closer look. In 1926, the road used to go right through here, but then cracks appeared, and then overnight, it just disappeared. So what caused it? Landslip. That's what drives this dynamic landscape with blue slipper clay beneath the green sand and the chalk. It's on the move all the time, every day. Where I'm now is on the ridge of a landslip. To my right is another landslip. Both of these formerly were at the very top of the cliff. Over hundreds of thousands of years, they've slipped down to their current position. Chalk and green sand, littered with downland plants, orchids, all sorts of things. All a part of this amazing dynamic landscape. This is brilliant chalk grassland. It's full of species, stacked full of things like bird's foot trefoil, wild thyme, rock rose, lady's bedstraw. Around us here there are hundreds of really gorgeous pink pyramidal orchids, along with all these other chalk downland plants. Beneath us we've got wet flushes and streams and ponds which attract different sorts of insects. It's a great place. Cliffs such as these are really good for peregrines and ravens to nest on. We've got both of these here. Within the landscape are these enormous green sand boulders covered in lichens and these miniature rock gardens. The lichens indicate clean air. We've moved down now to the coastal slope grassland nearest the sea. The scrub here is very important for migrant birds. Whitethroats, chiffchaffs, blackcaps, they're easily heard and seen in the spring. Stonechats nest in the bushes. On the cliff edge, you may see a wheatear, flashing its white rump as it flies away. The sea itself has migrant birds moving north as well. Gannets are the most obvious, with sea ducks, terns, gulls, divers, all moving north to get to the North Sea coast or further on into the Arctic. The wildlife here isn't limited to the butterflies, the birds and the plants. Out to sea, you may see dolphins and porpoises. Over my shoulder, there's a bull grey seal which spends time here during the summer. We've already seen the pepper pot on nearby St Catherine's Hill, a rather ineffective lighthouse. Trinity House built the current lighthouse in the mid-19th century, though even that was too tall to start with. Several metres had to be taken off of the top because it was so frequently in cloud. Guillermo Marconi, the early radio pioneer, carried out some of his first radio experiments here and lived in the cottage behind me. All that remains is the base of his radio mast. It's ironic then that today Knowles Farm is one of the worst places on the Isle of Wight for phone reception. Let's leave the southern tip of the island and move over the hill to the secluded valley of Widcombe.